clearing my throat.
Yeah, I know, but it's fucking just spiked that. All right.
Imagine what Michael deals with there.
Yeah, I know. Would you shut the fuck up? All right, can I start?
Go!
All right, good. Shut up.
You're recording still, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. Shut up. Welcome back to Australia Mania. It's the only wrestling podcast called Australia Mania. I'm your host, Ricky Needs, as always, joined by David Yang.
As always.
Yeah, Michael is on his way, allegedly.
No, this is still unacceptable.
Really?
This is still unacceptable. Ricky, it's 3 weeks.
Okay, he had ACL.
This is 3 weeks. I don't care if he had an ACL, an MCL, or he broke his goddamn leg. There is a commitment you signed up to at the start of this year where we said, boys, Australia Mania's back on.
Yeah, I know. Stop peeking the goddamn microphones. Yeah, he's on his way.
And it's not like
he's
he can't,
on his way.
And it's not like he can't phone in.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah.
We're back in the studio this week. I don't know how to work the phone thing. I've barely worked out. I've turned our mics on and Audition is recording. I hope we're not broadcasting to Southern FM right now. That would be a bad idea.
Well, no, because the on-air's not on.
Okay, the on-air sign's
But
not
we
on.
do have a lovely Russian woman behind us who is just blaring through the speakers.
In the
So
other
if you
studio.
if you can hear that, then
Yeah.
then that's what that is.
If there's any ambient Russian, it's her. But yeah, we're back. All the back issues are up. I finally uploaded them all.
Yeah, because you finally got internet.
I did.
Respect.
It's so
the
good.
meme's dead now.
So,
Now I
as
can't
of
meme you.
this moment, this is the date and time that the day and time I'm going to be trialing out for the foreseeable future. 9 a.m. Saturday morning, Australian Eastern Time. That is when the podcast will be going up every single week.
What is that? That's Friday night.
Friday
American
night over
time.
in the States. Usually around about I think it's like 5 o'clock on the East Coast, 8 o'clock on the 5 o'clock on the West Coast, 8 o'clock on the East Coast.
Yeah, good moment.
And then obviously 9 a.m. here in Australia, where according to our analytics, the majority of our viewership still comes from. So
You're on that drive in. Well, you probably should be at work by this time. You're sitting at work.
on a Saturday, you're waking up.
Oh, Saturday, true. You said Saturday.
You're having a coffee.
You know what?
You're
Ricky?
waking up, reading the paper.
Ricky, that's on me.
Yeah,
That's on me.
yeah.
I'm sorry,
I work Saturdays.
I'm sorry. When you're consistently doing the show every week, you do lose yourself a little bit. Michael's had 3 weeks off.
Yeah.
So he's obviously going to come back nice and fresh. He's still not here. Don't bother looking. Don't bother looking.
I'm going to keep looking.
The kid
Anyway.
says 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. Yesterday, he goes, boys, I was ready for 9:30.
Me too.
You were ready for 9:30.
Yeah.
He says, boys, I got a book for 11. I'm ready. Oh my God, I'm making my return this. Not here. Not here.
No.
I'm not holding my breath for next week either.
Well, we'll see what happens next week. But yeah, wrestling. There's always just chaos at the start, which I love.
I love it, but this is what I'm saying. This is why we kind of need Michael. He keeps the structure.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you and I we just end up talking about just shit.
And we're back.
We should have just done the podcast at your place this week.
I know. This is what happens
You know
when
what?
we come to the goddamn... We have no time limits at fucking... my
Last
place.
week, I shot on you for the $22 parking that's going to cost me, but you know what? Honestly, it pays for itself.
It does.
It pays for itself.
No time limits. We can go get coffee before... We can't have coffee in the studio.
Can you not?
Well, no food or drink in the studios.
Look, here's where I put the studio over. I feel more productive inside these walls.
I feel more productive on the couch.
I guess we just differ. Like,
I feel more productive on the couch, just sitting back, chilling. Here we've got like small Russian ladies coming in and telling us about something on the bloody radio side of things, and I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck that is because I don't fucking know how to do radio. I just come in and do guest spots on radio.
I just talk, man.
Exactly. That's all I want to do. And like it's the lounge room is better. The couch cast is much better than the studio
That's
cast.
where I'm putting you over. Look,
Thank you very much.
Aside from the productive nature I may or may not get within these walls, just on that alone,
What is
the goddamn fact that like everyone's late and we have a time frame, like.
Yeah, we have to be out of here by like 10 to 11, which
And
means
we're
we have...
not even actually broadcasting. I thought we might be on the FM at some point.
No.
I thought that would be cool. Do you not think we could get on the FM?
We could push for that.
I'm not a push for the FM.
But once again, have you ever done a radio show like here at a proper radio station?
The only experience I ever have on air is with student radio.
Okay, student radio is very different. So I actually hosted Michael's show. This is so off topic. I hosted Michael's show because he was out, so I had to do all the paneling and shit. The amount of stuff I have to worry about when it comes to like advertising and like you literally have like 7 minutes for an interview, 6 minutes for banter. Like it's so fucking mapped out that you do not have any freedom to do anything. That is the issue with a radio show compared to a podcast. Where a podcast, we just talk shit forever long, especially if we're in my fucking lounge room. We can go for hours and it does not fucking matter. Here, we got people coming into the studio.
But there's sometimes a detriment to going for hours.
Oh no, there is. I'm just saying there is no limit to what we can do in the studio.
No, I agree. Oh,
sorry, in my lounge room. Here we have a limitation.
Whenever the dickhead gets here, we'll run it by him.
And that's the thing, like right now we have 30 minutes left. That's it. We have 30 minutes left because they have to come into the studio 10 minutes beforehand and prep for their show at midday. We are now at 20 past 11.
We would have had 50 minutes left if you weren't late and Michael was coming in today.
Dude, I did not anticipate walking out of my bedroom today and hitting the down button for my elevator and waiting 5 minutes for the elevator to get up to my fucking level. 5 minutes. I waited for my goddamn elevator.
We're just the off-topic shootcast right now.
I know. It is ridiculous.
What else grinds our gears on this fucking morning?
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Goddamn Russians. All right, go.
All right. Can we just get on to wrestling?
Let's just talk wrestling.
Let's just talk.
For the half an hour that we have left, let's just talk some goddamn wrestling.
All right. Can I just start this off? Cena, his promo was fucking elite. It was.
I normally take the heel roll.
Yeah.
This is like we've all come down to accepting that this is what it is. I can't take the heel roll on this one. Honestly,
No.
I agree with you.
It was spectacular.
And
absolutely spectacular.
I get it. It does come down in terms of.
I've got a small Russian lady's waving at me. I don't know. There's something wrong with the bloody thingo. Hang on. Nothing's happening. This is So this is the problem. Lounge room is better. Lounge room
Ricky,
will always be better.
I don't even want you to cut this. I want none of this.
I'm telling you right now. Hang on. Give me 2 seconds.
We're not cutting this.
I know you're not cutting
this. This is just the David cast.
There is nothing coming up.
This is the David
coming
cast.
up on this thing. There's supposed to be like advertisements coming
Ricky,
up.
you're putting this up raw.
Dude, I have no idea what's going on. Honestly, I don't. Supposed to be like, there's on the little computer screen next to me, there's supposed to be like advertisements and shit popping up. There's nothing coming up. There is legitimately nothing coming up.
Look, man, it ain't our fault.
I don't know.
Maybe small Russian lady just doesn't have fucking advertisers. Look, why can't we just accept that?
There's shit that says like coming up next, sponsors. Hey, there we go. Is that working?
Are you talking to me or are you talking to her somehow?
I don't know. No, I think I've fixed it. Yes, I have. I've fixed it. Is that working? Yeah, it's working. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like I said,
Back to wrestling.
Back to wrestling. John Cena's promo. God damn it.
John Cena's promo.
Back in the lounge room next week.
I'm 100% when Ricky, if he does not, Michael, walk through that door to show up for work is what I'm going to call this.
Yes.
All right, for work. First, we're just straight up petition. I refuse to do Straight Mania unless I'm sitting on Ricky's couch.
Damn straight.
At this point in time.
Damn straight.
Because this is just not acceptable.
I know. I'm well aware. We'll suss it out.
Shoot.
We will suss everything out.
John Cena's promo.
Yes.
Like I was saying. I'm not taking the heel roll on this. My God, was that could be his best promo in his career.
I actually went back this week and watched a bunch of his really good promos. So we have the Championship Ascension ceremony with him and Randy Orton.
Yes.
All the champions in the ring.
Yes.
Any promo he does with Punk is fucking phenomenal.
But, yeah, okay, agree.
Yeah, come on, anyone he does with Punk.
Are you including, I think the stuff he did with Rock could have been his best as well?
Yeah, some of it was really, really good.
The Rocky My via Satellite might be just one of the greatest segments of all time.
Yep. It's the idea. The thing is, like, he's underrated. He's underrated.
He is, because when you think of greatest mic workers, you never. Well, at least in my circle,
the first thing that comes to your mind.
Yeah, because you immediately go, oh, it's got to be The Rock, right? And then you start breaking the tree down at that point, and you go, oh, then it's CM Punk, Paul Heyman, Jimmy Hart, like, and then you keep breaking it down further. Then you go, oh, Mick Foley's pretty good. But then once you say it at that point, you go, oh, you've already forgotten John Cena.
Yeah,
like, and John Cena, like, I get it. You know, a lot of his promos are kind of, because of the PG era of the company, a lot of his promos, and because he was the face, they come off very kind of, yeah, like they irk people, especially his earlier shit. Like, and then like if you discredit the Thugonomics stuff, which by the way, Thugonomics, he was still killing it then.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think he's ever had a problem with mic work. It's just been what he's been given.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's where he goes, especially if you were looking at like 2008 to 2010.
Yeah, that was an ugly period.
Yeah, like 2008, 2010, it was just trash. And he was arguably peak wrestling at that time too. Like,
yeah.
in terms of like, it is still very, very active. 2008, 2000. But when would you'd say, when would you put John Cena's peak at? Would you say? I wouldn't say first world title. I would go 2007 to 2009, 10.
Him having the match with, he had a really good WrestleMania run where it was Triple H, then Shawn Michaels at 23.
Yeah.
Damn good match.
God, man. Then what was it? Literally the Monday, the Raw after Mania, they put on that hour spectacle.
No, it was like 2 weeks later when they went to London.
Yeah,
but it was an hour, like three matches or segments.
I actually look. That's one of the matches that like
I want to see the whole thing because it's got the ad breaks.
I remember
watching it though.
I remember watching it. Like,
Yeah.
when I think of like my top 10, my top 5 matches of all time, that's one I put up there because it's one of the. I'm not going to say it's one of the first matches I ever watched, but it was one of my earliest memories of kind of proper wrestling.
Yeah.
Like, I watched wrestling here and there throughout like 2005 and 6, but that match is one of my earliest recognitions of like just watching a Raw. Right.
Yeah.
And then picking up on storyline at that point, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I first like really got invested in characters, that's one of the first matches I remember. So for me, like, and despite it being a great match, for me it still stands out as one I've seen at its best.
Oh,
like,
hell yeah. Anytime he's in the ring with Michaels, like the WrestleMania match was really, really good. But that match where they went an hour was just incredible. And like 3 segments got cut just because I was like, no, just keep going. It's really good. But yeah, peak Cena is so hard to pinpoint. It's just because he's been on top for so like it's easy to pick peak Rock. Easy to pick peak Stone Cold because they had such short careers. Yeah. Cena's been in the business for 15 years now, and he's been on top for at least 10 of those, probably more.
Probably, I would argue 12 because like
true.
2004,
2005 he won the title.
2005 he won the title. 2004 he made main roster. Or was it 2003 he made main roster?
2003 or 2002? I think no, it was 2003 he made main roster.
Main roster. Because he gimmicked around beforehand OVW, but then he made main roster as. He did some gimmick debut match where he was still wearing the trunks. Yeah,
against Kurt Angle.
Yeah. And then they quickly gave him the Thugonomics gimmick.
Yeah, it didn't take long.
It did not take long. And then he was US champion for a brief.
Well, he won the US title at WrestleMania 21.
Yeah.
Off Big Show.
Yeah.
Still kind of working heel because he used he was a tweener because he used the brass knuckles to beat Big Show. But then, 20. Sorry, that was WrestleMania 20. 21, he won the title of JBL. 22, 23, defended it. 24, he was in the triple threat with Triple H and Randy Orton.
Yep.
25 against Batista. 25 against... No, 25 was Rock... Edge and Big Show.
Oh, that was a good match.
That was the double A was pretty good.
Yeah, that was a good match.
26 was Batista.
Yeah.
27 was Miz. And then 28, 29 were Rock. What is the peak there?
See, that's what I'm saying. Like,
you start off.
People, when you say peak, right? Are you giving it a specific? It has to be a specific short time frame.
I don't know
because there's peak and prime.
Yeah.
Let's say peak. Let's put a difference between peak and prime. Prime Cena, you'd literally argue from first world title to probably even now. Yeah. Still in his prime.
His first world title run was full of awesome matches and moments.
Yeah. I would even argue halfway into his US reign, he started prime Cena.
Yeah. But even that. There was a no holds barred or whatever match against JBL right after Judgment Day, right after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Where they just bloodied each other completely. That was brutal and I fucking loved it. And then obviously the best.
I miss Ruthless Aggression, dude.
I know. But I reckon the best moment, surprisingly, from his entire first reign was when he lost it, Edge cashing in for the first time after that Hell in a Cell. Elimination Chamber match. He had the Elimination
was that the first time he dropped?
Yeah.
Was that also Edge's first world title win as well?
Yes.
Yeah. God.
Cena's first reign nearly lasted an entire year.
Yeah.
And went from WrestleMania till New Year's Revolution.
They booked him. Look, Cena's one of the rare acts where they booked him. They booked him well from the very start. Like, it wasn't a guy like, let's say Roman Reigns. I just use Roman as an example. Where let's look at him from first of his singles career. We're not going to include his time with the Shield, but let's say from Roman Reigns' first inception as a singles character.
Yep.
You could tell immediately where the man was going to be booked. You immediately was going to be thrown into the main event. Someone like Cena, like, is your phone going off?
It is.
What are you doing? Oh, we're just up and about.
People keep wanting to contact me for some reason.
Yeah, they're contacting me as well.
Yeah, but tell them to fuck off.
Yeah, I have my phone on silent.
I keep forgetting to
This is work, Ricky.
Shut the fuck up, would you? All right, it's on silent now. Happy?
I'm mildly less angry.
No,
than
you know
I
who
was
it is?
before.
It's your fucking mates in the goddamn chat group.
I don't fucking talk to them.
Yeah, well, guess what? They keep going on. Anyway, whatever.
Fuck.
Continue.
Literally, don't know where I was. Literally don't know where I was. We're talking peak and prime.
Roman Reigns.
I'm talking Roman Reigns. Oh, I'm talking Roman Reigns.
Yeah,
because it's Roman Reigns from the inception of his singles career is what I'm talking about here. Obviously, his run with the Shield was the Shield were what they were. They were fucking dope, right? And they were kind of booked really well. But then you knew as soon as they broke up where it was going to go. Roman Reigns was going to be pushed to the moon.
Oh yeah.
Right? And there's fucking Michael. Sorry. And it kind of he didn't have that tenure of working his way through the ranks,
no,
and then doing his dues and winning the smaller titles first,
no,
right?
Which
you could argue his reign as tag champion was like smaller title. I wouldn't give it that.
No,
like he didn't have his time in like the US scene, the Intercontinental scene, where he just went straight to doing maybe a rivalry and then straight up into the main event, and then has just never left, right? No, I'm not talking to him.
Oh, look, here he is.
I'm not talking to him.
Oh, he's on his crutch.
I don't give a shit.
You can't feel bad for him. He's on a crutch. He's got his whole leg bandaged up and shit.
If you wanted to get here at 11 today, you could have said, boys, last night, let's be here at 9:30. Then be 2 hours late at that point. Then we start at 11 then. Don't say start at 11 and then be here half an hour late.
Get out of his way so I can get a microphone.
He can go sit there.
There's no microphone over there.
He's not going on mic.
I'm here.
You are here. We have 20 minutes left.
Oh, beautiful. How are we, guys?
I'm not bad. I don't know about him, though. He's angry.
He's a homosexual. That's what he is.
Yeah, he is. Anyway, continue, you little bastard. Go on.
My mic on?
Hang on, give me 2 seconds. Which mic is that? What does it say?
2.
What? Oh, there it is. Go.
Testing.
Oh yeah, you're good.
Start talking.
Shut the fuck up. Quiet boy. All right.
This could be our greatest podcast. This one right here.
It's going to be the shortest.
Right, it's going to be the shortest. No, you're not editing anything out.
Oh no, even a small Russian lady is going to make an appearance on the podcast.
Wait, did she come in here?
Yeah, she
did. You've missed out on an absolute first 30 minutes of this show.
So did she? Did she talk about Russian wrestling?
No. She yelled at me about something about the advertisement. They were popping up on a. I don't know how to work the goddamn computer. All right, I've done your show once and I just forgot everything. Anyway,
I'm glad you can learn how to panel here, which is good. I'm glad I've taught you that.
No, I don't want to learn how to panel. All right, I want to come in on your show, do my guest spot, and fucking leave because paneling is too stressful.
Oh, you're going to be doing that this afternoon?
What? Just the guest spot. I'm not paneling, right?
Yeah, no,
good.
no,
Thanks, fuck for that. Don't do that to me.
Are we getting food after this?
Yes.
You guys can. I'll be doing my show.
We have been recording now for about 20 odd minutes, and we have talked about wrestling for at least 5 of those, if that.
Also, just to let you guys know too, for those who are not or couldn't get tickets to International Sold, APW have their first show tomorrow night at Boiling Point, their first show of the year at the Cranbourne Indoor Sports Centre as well. Headlined by Jurassic Punk, Sid Parker, and Erica Reid.
I fucking hate you, Michael.
I'm pissed because I had a guy lined up for International Assault, ready to.
Well, boys, I'm going tonight.
Shut the fuck up.
Got my homosexual shirt on. I'm a Slex mark.
So yeah, I'm pissed off. I've messaged this guy. He's like, I got a ticket for you. I'm like, yeah, no worries. I'll send you the money. Send me your details. Ghosted me. Has not done a goddamn thing. And now I got nothing. I got absolutely nothing. So I got no fucking. Is she coming back in here? Oh, she's not. Okay, good. Oh no, she got it for a second. But yeah, so this guy's just ghosted on me. I wanted to get tickets because tonight the Bucks, Marty Scurll,
Austin
Aries, Brian Cage. It's going to be a fucking awesome lineup, and I cannot go because they sold out, and this guy has not got back to me about selling me his goddamn tickets. I'm pissed off.
I do have some news for you guys though.
Oh, so now you're going to come in with some news.
I'm going to come in with some news. So
this
has been reported by CBS Sports, first only on CBS Sports because they've been doing a lot of breaking news.
They changed the name of the
Battle Royal from the Fabulous Moolah. Now it's just called simply the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal.
Yeah,
amid the controversy of what Fabulous Moolah did back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s.
Lol. That's funny. I knew that would happen the minute
I call it the Mae Young Battle Royale.
But you've already got the Mae Young Classic. You can't do her twice.
Yes, you can because
you know what you want. No, you do. She's
the greatest person in the entire world. She's the greatest women's wrestler. I think, in my opinion, of all time.
But she's already got the classic. Give her that. I would go the Trish Stratus Battle Royal. Don't call it the Memorial Battle Royal because that's wrong, but just do the Trish Stratus Battle Royal. Trish Stratus, arguably, if she had been around today, would have been a part of the women's revolution. She sort of started it back then with her and Lita. She should be the person on that. She should be the person, and then she can then present the trophy herself because she's alive. Do that.
When did women's wrestling go wrong?
2003.
Yeah?
Yeah.
At that point? Do you reckon it was when they called up Candice Michelle?
2002, I think, was
2002?
when 2002 because we had that horrific Tori Wilson Dawn Marie, where she married
Tori Wilson
Wilson's dad, and then Dawn Marie had a lesbian thing for Dawn Marie had a lesbian thing for Tori Wilson, and
that sounds about right.
Yep, and then at Armageddon 2002. Dawn Marie came out and was going to reveal the lesbian sex tape of her and Tori Wilson to the entire world.
So you think that is the pinpoint?
That actually sounds like the peak of women's wrestling, to be honest.
Well, think of it.
Peaks and valleys.
I was going to say,
if I was
going to say 2 months earlier, think about it, 2 months earlier on Raw, Triple H fucked a dead person.
Yeah.
Think about that.
That was a fucking brilliant story.
Think about that.
That was a fucking
So they
brilliant
went from necrophiliac to lesbianism within 3 months.
Well, maybe that's not where the pinpoint of women's wrestling went wrong. Maybe that's the pinpoint of just where wrestling went wrong.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
And don't forget as well, hot lesbian action dominated August and September of 2002 under Eric Bischoff. HLA.
Oh, that's right.
But this is what I'm saying, pinpoint. So from that point on, that point on is when you can mark where women's wrestling just started to not being taken like credible.
But that's
like,
when,
because if you look at it,
because Gail Kim was underutilized in her.
No, agreed.
And that's the reason why she left in the first place. And the second place is because of how shit where women's wrestling was going. That's why she went.
But the championship still floated between Trish Stratus and Lita at that point, though.
But then she went to a company formerly known as TNA, and she became.
We can't just focus on Gail Kim. But if we're like, this is what I'm saying. Like, it's not like you can say the entire women's wrestling at that point was shit. You can just say some segments were. But really, if the belt was still on some of the perennial stars and doing good main event storylines within the division is still kind of fine, right? Same thing with saying
I think the period would be a couple of years later where they started where it was still the women's title at the time, but they had started referring to them as divas, and they
that's where I
the
think
beginning of
wrong.
like Divas Search, which I think was around about 2005, 2006.
I want to say 2004, 2005 is when they started to circulate from obviously because Trish Stratus was
Keebler became a wrestler.
Yeah.
2004's Diva Search was the best thing ever. Remember the segment?
2004, first Diva Search.
Remember
that? But that's when you knew that there was a shift in wrestling.
This the Diva was the greatest thing ever. You give 5 women I think 4 or 5 women with live mics who have no experience with promo skills at all, and you let them just rip into each other.
Was terrible.
I loved it.
Shake that ass. Shake that ass.
So bad. Anyway, all right, so
I've got some other quick news.
Go.
2 other bits of news as well. New Jersey has been confirmed as the next place for WrestleMania 35. From what I'm hearing,
can they
it'll be announced in 24 hours or so.
Can they stop doing the same 3 fucking locations over and over again? Change it up.
Go to China.
No.
Go to Melbourne.
They're doing that. But no, WrestleMania's going back to fucking New Orleans after it was there, 4 years ago?
4 years ago, WrestleMania 30.
They love going to New York or New Jersey. Are they going back to MetLife?
I think that's where they'll be.
Oh, well, they're going back to MetLife. They did that fucking at 29.
So it's about 6 years, which is pretty good.
Go to fucking Atlanta.
There's 50 states.
And they've all got massive football-sized stadiums.
Yeah. It realistically should be every 50 WrestleManias, you kind of head back.
Yeah. Maybe not Alaska.
Good moment, yeah.
Also more on the
open air stadium in Alaska.
More on the Jeff Hardy situation as well.
Oh, God damn it.
He's been suspended for 30 days.
Jeff.
His license has been suspended for 30 days. I believe that WWE might give him a 30-day suspension as well for violating.
No, because WWE released a statement saying everything that Jeff Hardy does, specifically with
hand?
regard to that, is with personal issues to Jeff Hardy. So they're not net. One, they've completely transferred the onus of responsibility onto Jeff, and 2, if they're saying that, they're not going to have to punish him.
And also Jeff as well.
He's punished himself.
Apparently, Jeff has been cut out of the last edit for the Ultimate Deletion between Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt. Apparently, Jeff Hardy made a cameo appearance where he helped his brother. And he was known as Brother Nero in that little take. Apparently, they're going to wait on him for a little bit longer until this whole thing sizzles
that's
out.
Fair. That's fair. Cut him out of storyline is how they punish him.
But yeah, so
Suspending him isn't how they do
a
it.
30-day thing takes him out of Mania. If he gets suspended for 30 days, he's out of Mania.
Yeah.
So, and apparently he was going to do, and Michael's leaving again.
Oh, yes.
Bye.
Yeah. That was a good 5-minute segment on the podcast, Michael.
I love it. All right. Yeah, God damn it, Jeff Hardy, what are you doing? All right, we've got like 10 minutes left. God damn it. Did you watch Fastlane?
I did.
What did you think of Fastlane?
Look, honestly, Ricky, genuinely enjoyed it. Genuinely thought it was a good pay-per-view.
I thought it was a really good episode of SmackDown.
Stiff, dude.
I just
Stiff, dude.
Aside
dude,
from,
stiff.
Aside
No. Come on.
Aside from the main event and Randy Orton, Bobby Roode, give me some. Oh, actually, Ruby Riott.
Charlotte Ruby Riott was a good match.
That was good. Okay, those three.
And
those
Shinsuke Rusev was what it needed to be. Also,
okay, but
don't you dare stiff the tag match because
okay, no. I'm not going to stiff the tag match, but the fact that you have that on a pay-per-view where you know they're going to kill it, and then like I understand.
No. But here's what I'm saying.
It's the point. That's the point of like making us hate the Bludgeon Brothers because they fuck up.
Not even that. Like obviously, if you can come from the perspective like, oh, it's a gimmick finish. Oh, you know, blah blah.
I'm fine with the gimmick finish.
Yeah, I'm fine with the gimmick finish because this is literally their 6th meeting in like 8 months.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
but I was feeling like it was like building up to a revival DIY sort of thing where like they started using each other's moves.
Here's what I'm saying.
Awesome. I loved
it was so good, right? And like, but then you have it's what it had to be. Like
I know.
when you really think about it in hindsight, there could have been no other outcome. Like
New Day winning and then Bludgeon Brothers.
that's what I thought. I would. The only other outcome was like New Day hold the belts and then maybe a triple threat tag at Mania where Bludgeon Brothers gets called up.
That's
right?
what we're going to have anyway now.
But it's what we're going to have essentially, yeah. But still having this is like you could still have the appeal to it, right? Because I don't know if I've ever said it on the podcast, but if Usos enter Mania as tag champions, it's that they would be pre-show. It's just a shame they would be pre-show. If they were,
if New Day are involved, that elevates them off
If
pre-show.
New Day are involved, it gets main card potential. If New Day are champions, they're definitely on the main card.
Yeah,
right.
At this stage, I'm feeling the Raw tag scene is more like pre-show, but now that Braun's involved,
now it's literally Braun versus the Bar.
Okay, that was segment of the week.
That could be segment of the year.
That was brilliant.
If Braun goes over at Mania as the sole tag champion, it could be moment of the year.
Oh my god! If that actually happens,
I 2 weeks ago when we watched Elimination Chamber, I stiffed the booking for Braun a little bit by saying, why are you going to book him as this god and then just have him job to Roman? What's your point? And then he wasn't on Raw, and it's like, you know, you've just wasted that spot. And here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are.
It is.
You know what? I couldn't have seen this coming.
No.
You could never have booked this.
No.
But now you think about it, this is just so Braun.
Do you know, if there's an issue with it where like the Bar come out and say he can't wrestle, he's only one person, blah, 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 blah. You know who you get to come in as his tag partner? James Ellsworth.
Oh, good moment.
Yep. James
Good
fucking
moment.
Ellsworth. You give him like just a day contract for Mania, have Braun come out, Bar's just like, you can't come out here, you're only one person. And he's like, wait, I got a partner. Boom, James Ellsworth comes out. Braun carries him to the ring like a suitcase, puts him on the ring steps and says, stay there, and then just goes in and wins the match.
Yeah. Because I did read something
that's
like...
the only thing that could happen.
I've heard that there are reports that he has to have a tag. They're thinking about him having a tag
They're going
partner.
to think of someone...
I think that's where you take away from the gimmick of it all, is if you
But
give
no,
him
if
a
you
tag
have
partner.
James Ellsworth, he is like... The way they've established him on TV is he's less than useful. He wasn't even useful to Carmella.
Yeah, I know.
So you have him there as just
but
like a
still,
stand-in.
Still, it's not the same as it just being Braun Strowman versus The Bar in a handicap tag team championship match.
I know. But if he has to have someone who is less than useless, like more useless. He's like.
I would argue even more useless. I would say bring in a ref. Like literally, just grab a guy back. Like literally the segment before
Grab
Mania.
Mike Chioda.
He just
Come on,
grabs
Mike Chioda.
a guy backstage.
Do you want to win the tag champs? Come on,
and he
man.
just drags him to the ring. He just maybe one tags him and then tags out, just so he's established in the match. And then Braun just goes on to, I would say, squash.
No, even better. He's walking back. Like you get him in like Gorilla, going through Gorilla, and he's like walking through, and he just looks at Michael Hayes and just like grabs him, drags Michael Hayes out because Michael Hayes, tag team legend.
Yeah.
Just drags him out. Michael Hayes in his purple ridiculous fucking suit, plops him next to the stage. He's like, do not move or you're going to get these hands. Michael Hayes is like, yo, man, I'm going to move. And then just...
It's just another tag belt to his name.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. Something stupid like that. Like I could be like the entire the story throughout Mania is Braun trying to find someone to come out and tag with him. And he's just like, he goes to like the women's locker room. He's like, no, can't you have you guys? Walks to the men's locker room. You guys are all shit. Walks through Gorilla. He's like, Michael Hayes, tag legend. Come on, let's go. Just carries him out.
That was such a good moment. And you would be able to write someone else on. They could use this for so many things. Because you can write someone else onto TV at that point.
Yeah.
There's so many outcomes for this. Like doing this is... Do you reckon it opens the show?
Like the main show, yes.
Yeah. You reckon it opens the main show?
This or whatever's going on with Shane McMahon. Which, okay, that beat down.
That was a good moment.
Down.
Okay, this is where I'm coming at.
Damn.
Why are you stiffing Fastlane when
No. I'm saying my impression of Fastlane before I saw SmackDown was it was a very, very good episode of SmackDown. None of those matches, except for maybe the beatdown, were anything that I couldn't see on SmackDown. Because the week before, they do the Fatal 5-Way they were gonna do before Cena got added on SmackDown.
Yeah.
So it's like, why is this 6-way now special? Oh, because it's got Cena in it.
Have Meltzer released the ratings for that main event?
Not yet.
Honestly,
I'd give it 4.
oh, dude, I'd give it 4.75.
I'd give it 4 only because AJ slept for a bit longer than I'd like him to.
Yeah, and I agree with that.
Yeah.
But
the thing is, like, the first third of first half of the match was all him getting in offense. Then, yeah, he had to take a fucking nap to get everyone else to get their spots in.
Yeah.
But then the only bit of offense he got in after that was the phenomenal forearm for the win.
That's where, as soon as it goes wrong. That's why I'm saying it's not 5.
I would have liked a little bit more offense from him getting back into the match.
Look, maybe just 30 seconds more.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. But it's still, but you still get the shock factor of the one phenomenal forearm.
He hits like
literally out of nowhere.
A phenomenal forearm, turns around, reverses a finisher into the Styles Clash, then wins.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do.
That is dope in theory, but still, if you were to watch that, you'd go, this is the finish. And you'd kind of know. But I think they get where they get credit is on the inverse, where they hit the one phenomenal forearm out of nowhere.
I know.
And that's the finish.
But to me, and just, you can correct me if you think I'm wrong, if that had have been Roman Reigns, not AJ Styles, would you be as happy with it?
No, I'd stiff Roman.
Exactly.
Well, I'm very vocal about that.
If it was literally just Roman went for a fucking nap for like the last, 10 minutes of that match, then came in and delivered one spear and won, people would be pissed off. But because it's AJ Styles, people aren't pissed off.
I know what you're saying.
Thank you.
And I'm well acknowledging my bias.
Yeah. Me too. Like I thought it was a great match.
Yeah.
I'm giving it 4 only because of like that, and there's a couple other like messy spots in there. But apart from that, the best story of that has been like the Cena story, which played out, him calling out Taker, good segment. But the Shane stuff as well pissed me off because I'm just like, I know that you need to set up something for him for Mania, but God damn it, I'm so fucking sick of this at this point. I don't care.
Well, because the story was it was going to be Shane vs. Dolph, and they alluded to it before Fastlane.
Stupid.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's stupid. But then at the same time, having a triple threat with Sammy, Kevin, and Shane, while theoretically makes sense, but then in the other hand, it takes away from Sammy versus Kevin. Like,
do you want to see Sammy versus Kevin again?
Are you telling me you wouldn't?
No,
it's one of those matches that
I know.
It's like Randy Orton versus John Cena, dude. Like, I'm never going to tire of Randy Orton versus John Cena.
I have a long time ago. But for me, it's like, we've had that match. Yes, having it on Mania would be a bigger spectacle, but we've seen that match. We've seen it in the Indies. We've seen it on main roster. We've seen it in NXT and main roster, sorry.
There's a reason the Fight Forever chant exists, dude. They put on good matches.
The Fight Forever chant was put on during him and Nakamura. Thank you very much.
Who?
Styles and Nakamura. That was the first time I ever heard the Fight Forever chant.
Are you telling me you've never heard the Fight Forever chant prior to that?
Not in WWE.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Not in WWE. That was the first time it had ever popped up in WWE. I'm telling you right now.
Sus.
It definitely was.
Welcome back.
Michael, settle an argument for us.
No, fuck him. I don't want his opinion.
An argument before we finish up here.
The first time you ever heard the Fight Forever chant in WWE was during Styles Nakamura.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Bullshit.
I'd never ever heard the Fight Forever chant at
When
any
you say
point.
WWE, are you not including NXT?
I'm including the match was in NXT. I'm saying under the WWE umbrella. That was the first time I heard. Anyway, whatever. Shane McMahon's beatdown. What did you think? What do you think it's actually setting up?
I don't know what it's setting up. You could say it sets up the triple threat match at Mania.
Yeah.
In terms of a vacuum, like what that segment was in a vacuum, that was fucking dope.
It was.
Like, because that beatdown was legit. Shane sells, dude. Like, people stiff Shane for being
The moaning bit at the end after he got powerbombed onto the scaffolding at the
Sounds
back.
like he was taking a shit.
selling. Selling, man.
But I'll say this though. I think that it might even set up a Ziggler, Shane versus Owens and Zayn tag match at WrestleMania.
Just don't. Put that on the pre-show.
Don't even have it on the show.
That's
Throw it as the main event of NXT the night before.
Yeah. No, it'd be the pre-show.
It'd be the NXT pre-show, man.
The pre-show to Takeover. That's where I would put that match. Fuck that shit, man. I don't want that. Yeah. Apart from that, I don't know what else. What else did you like from this week?
I loved NXT. The NXT was really good yet again.
Yeah.
Adam Cole vs Pete Dunne was fantastic.
You say Aleister Black goes over.
Oh.
I got Aleister Black going over.
Save predictions for a few weeks. Save your predictions for a few weeks. I've got something special in mind for predictions.
We do.
Well, you don't talk to me about it.
I haven't talked to either of you about it.
I'm the most consistent member of Australia Mania, Michael. Don't you try and fucking cut me out of the loop.
I'm sorry, 64 episodes before you showed up. What?
What?
Shut him up.
I think that's it.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot more, but we have time restrictions here. I miss the lounge room.
Yeah, Michael, before we go off air, I would like to petition alongside Ricky that we now move the podcast into Ricky's living room.
I'm okay with that.
I just need a third mic, sorry.
Yep, from JB Hi-Fi,
We're going
please.
to have to wait a bit because I've only got a 2 input. Anyway, we can talk about this off air.
So if we tell you 9:30, will you be there at 12 at least?
No, he can't be there on Friday at 12 because he's got to be here at Friday at 12. I need coffee. Let's go get coffee.
Good moment.
You can follow. We're done.
We're done.
Yeah, we're done.
Thank you.
Yeah,
We're done.
this is we're
Just
short.
add the stinger. Can we just make a stinger that just goes,
I know.
You could follow us, blah, blah, blah.
I did actually. I used to have one, but well, you weren't here when I had it. So you can follow us at Strayamania at STRAYAMANIA on all forms of social media: Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. You can follow me at Ricky Needs.
Pornhub as well.
Yeah, Pornhub.
Who's the co-host out there,
Shut
Michael?
the fuck up.
What?
I'm trying to do my goddamn socials. You can talk about this off air. I will mute your mic. I have the power to do that. You're a fucking dickhead. You can follow me at Ricky Needs at RICKINEEDS, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Michael.
Tomo Media, THOMMOMEDIA. Also head to APW Boiling Point if you can't get tickets to International Assault.
And just follow me on Snapchat, DavidYang24. I post some good shit.
You do. I love your shit.
Thanks, man.
Enjoy the rest of the day, guys.
Bye.
So who's the co-host out there, Michael?
Phoebe Timmons.
Would you stop hitting on everything that moves?
Yeah. What? Can you stop hitting on every person I bring in?
I'm leaving this in the podcast, by the way.